Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo February 11, 2024. The universe is spinning in a unique dance today. You would be wise to deeply listen to your intuition. Mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication and your planetary ruler, is soaring through the sky and will dance with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and luck. This will fill you with a renewed sense of eagerness to live your life without boundaries and pursue adventure in romance. Trust your inner sense of spirituality and be open to new people who may not be your normal type. Just don't rush in too quickly, for you may regret it. A conversation could take you far. Do not be afraid to talk about what you want to do in your professional journey when Mercury in Aquarius squares Jupiter in Taurus. At first, you might be unsure if it is appropriate to share your goals and desires due to the initial stress of the square. But once you take the plunge, you may feel increasingly optimistic throughout the conversation. Your coworkers might be more receptive than you thought, which could lead to having more support and encouragement to go after your goals. Just as the sun is separating from a friendly aspect to the south node in your income sector, the moon forms the same aspect as a new moon in your work sector. This has already been a good week on the income and job fronts, and with Venus and Mars, the planets of money and drive, returning to your work sector next week, things are set to get even better. When you feel unbalanced, it's a little more upsetting than it is for other people. For instance, when you break the routine in your exercise practice, you tend to feel the effects quite strongly. You can use this sensitivity constructively. If you need to start a health practice and have trouble getting motivated, all you need to do is start, and the energy rush you will get will make you want more right away. Use this momentum to build a health regimen. Welcome to the rejuvenating and energetic essence of this day. You'll likely find yourself feeling motivated and ready to go on this day. In fact, even if you aren't one to compete, you might feel different today. Go with your impulses, as you have the opportunity to make advances in a whole new way. Don't let fear stop you. Let the adventure of this day seize and take you to new heights. While a new moon is something that will always fall at some point during the sun's month-long visit, and for the last 3 years Saturn has been here, making this a serious chance to commit to doing whatever it takes for as long as it takes, this year the hard taskmaster of the cosmos is gone and Pluto, the planet of change and transformation, is here instead. Instead of the focus being on what is required of you, this brings you to a year where you get to decide what big or small changes you want to make over the coming year. The moon may have left your romantic sector yesterday, but the romantically charged lunar vibes of the last few days have brought a mix of nostalgia, romance, passion, and adventure together that continues to be fueled by the love gods. This will continue even after Mars leaves your romantic sector in 3 and Venus in 7 days, though with the planets of love and passion working to make their final days here count. Our Eyes in the Sky. Featuring only easy and flowy astrological aspects, today promises to be stress-free. The moon is in Pisces, creating the perfect vibes for breaking your Sunday routine by taking the scenic route. For those in a social mood, it's the ideal time to spend with your chosen tribe. Alternatively, the ground is fertile for giving birth to new and creative ideas and making art. Mystics will be naturally drawn to their tarot decks as their desire to connect with the other side deepens. However, acting rashly and spontaneously could have adverse effects on your situation. You might forget agreements you've previously made and may turn up late for your appointments. Unreliability could strain your relationships, especially if you're attracted to others. It's advisable to rein in these feelings and see what develops first before making impulsive decisions. Family and friends feel especially drawn to you and are paying you a great deal of attention. If you've been intending to renew old friendships or resolve a dispute but didn't know how to go about it, now is the best time to cast aside your misgivings and take the first step. You will likely be welcomed and forgiven, and you'll be glad that you initiated the reconciliation. When it comes to finances, consider taking other people's advice. Not because you can't rely on your own luck, but because they can genuinely help you out. You might be offered attractive financial products if you consult with experts. The same applies to other financial transactions or acquisitions. While you can do fine on your own, collaborating with others could lead to even better outcomes. At the same time, Venus, the planet of love, has reached her last weekend in your career sector. As she wraps up her mission to fuel your professional confidence, attract opportunities, and steer things in a lucrative direction, she separates from a friendly aspect to planets on the income and job fronts. This makes it easier to look to the future with confidence, especially with other planets staying on to keep the momentum going. The first weekend in 3 months without planetary activity in your financial sector presents an opportunity to pause and reflect before the focus shifts to the income side of the financial fence next week. This week began with the moon in your financial sector, and in the past 3 days, the departure of the first planet has left you with a lot to unpack and process. As obstacles continue to mount, it's crucial not to overstretch the resources needed to address them. Evaluate which obstacles hinder your progress or are worth investing time and energy in. Avoid errors that could lead to a deterioration in the effort required to handle them effectively. While tempting investment offers may come your way, exercise patience. Lack of complete information, potential catches, surprises, or inconvenient coincidences could impact your investment negatively. Physically and mentally, you feel completely at ease and invigorated, enjoying activities and sharing experiences with those closest to you. Your positive energy is attractive and heartening, strengthening both existing and new relationships. This support becomes invaluable during moments of self-doubt. Waking up early is easier than usual, and you feel exhilarated and full of positive attitude. Aches and pains seem to disappear magically, leaving you feeling invigorated overall. It's important not to overexert yourself. Take it easy with planned physical activities, allowing your body's energy to flow naturally.